What's up, guys? So we're gonna be looking at this video from CNN. CNN News. I mean, Lookmaxxing is now completely mainstream, guys. Lookmaxxing is mainstream. So we're gonna look at this video from CNN. I'm guessing it's gonna be like a fear-mongering hit piece, just because it's CNN, it's mainstream media. That's what they do. They could never admit anything as important as Lookmaxxing. They could never admit the significance and the importance of that. So I'm sure they're just going to do a hit piece because that's what they do. That's what they do. You guys know me though. And this is a 17-year-old guy, by the way. I think he's doing steroids. He's doing, I'm sure, like testosterone, probably like HGH or something like that. But hey, I'm all for it. I'm all for it because this is what you got to do to be successful. You got to do whatever it takes. You got to take risks. And these aren't even that risky, by the way. People don't really know anything about steroids, so they kind of fear monger people a lot. And it's like, it's not even like realistic fear mongering. Like, people aren't dropping dead every day from steroids. You know, people are dropping dead every day, and there's a lot of different reasons why. People are dying from McDonald's. People are dying from heart disease. People are dying from car accidents. People are dying from ODs. But people aren't dying from steroids. This is all fear mongering. And I really believe in taking risks in order to be successful. And I actually think that's the only way to be successful, if you take risks. So you're not going to hear any gasping from me over here. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and take a look. We're just going to react to the video, but I saw SNEAKO reacted to it. So we'll react to it with SNEAKO. I even moved myself over for you guys. I'm usually on the right side. But I moved myself over to be inclusive. So let's go ahead and check it out.
Healthy habit, but what's hiding underneath tells a different story. 16-year-old Zaid Layla is a high school student from suburban Dallas and drawn into a viral trend.
Why wait 10 years to like reach a physique when I can do it in less than a year?
Arguments? Anybody? Arguments? Rebuttal? Anybody? I need that question answered. Before I hear any more fear mongering and people I need that question answered. Why wait 10 years when I could just do it in 1 year? I still haven't got the answer to that question.
Layla shared this photo from early 2024 when he was 15 years old. Since then, he's documented his transformation.
So at this point, he's fat, he's a chud, he's pretty much invisible to women, and he's very unhealthy, by the way. You can see his body fat percentage is high, so I'm sure his testosterone is very low. He's 15, so he should be at his test should be at a higher level, which is not. And his growth plates are open, so his development of his face, his shoulders, his body is literally going to be nerfed. It's going to be stifled throughout his whole life. So this is pretty serious. Now that they don't care about this, though. This is like a normal 15-year-old in America. But like I said, while he's going through puberty and while his growth plates are still open and he's still developing, for him to be this low testosterone, to be this high body fat percentage, to be this just pure shit of a build, it's actually not allowing him to develop. His jaw won't develop. His face won't develop. His bones won't develop. It's going to be very bad for him. And then by the time that his growth plates close and he's like 25 or 26, I mean, there would irreparable damage would have already been done. So people don't know anything about that, though. That's why they see a guy like this at like a Disney resort. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, who cares? But give that man steroids and let him change all of those bad things I just said and turn it into a positive, turn it into a strong jawline, turn it into strong cheekbones, turn it into being 6'3" or 6'4" with HGH while the growth plates are open. you know, turn it into something like that, now it's a problem. But okay, let's see.
He's 15 years old. Since then, he's documented his transformation.
How does a 16-year-old look like this?
Oh, I know this
A
guy.
lot of steroids and a lot of working out, honestly.
This is where it could become a problem. It's funny that this interviewer is the one doing it. He looks like he's on trend, does he not? They got the most. He is probably on TRT. Oh yeah, that's weird. Mogging? That's so concerning. Look at my jawline. But yes, the Lookmaxxing, it's important to try to look the best you can, but I think that a lot of these peptides are probably going to be more harmful than the vaccine.
Like what? Peptides like what? Can we get some examples? And could you explain that, please? Could you give your argument for that? Could you substantiate that claim?
A lot of people are going to realize, like, they're trying to get retatrutide and all this stuff. I don't
He could never do that.
take anything. I don't recommend you take anything. I don't agree with that stuff. Yeah,
Why not?
try to look good, but bro, peptides and all this, you're saying you were a model SCFU, dude. Yeah, but there's a difference between investing in clothes.
Oh, so he was a model. That's right. He was in Vogue. Okay. So be born a model or just stop. That's his message. Either be born a model or put the peptides down. You know. That's like a trust fund baby. That's like Barron Trump being like, bro, you don't need to trade stocks. Like that's immoral. Trading stocks is immoral, you know. Work a job, make an honest living. But yeah, I wouldn't say, well, why not, Barron? You made money, like you're rich. Why not? Why not trade stocks? Yeah, it's just like that stocks is just not good. It's like, yeah, we're gonna need more than that. We're gonna need an actual substantiation. But I mean, I say this as a blessed Chad as well. You know, I'm 6'4", Nigerian genetics, high testosterone, everything, 6-pack since I was born, great muscle mass, things like that. So jawline, everything, you know. So I could easily just say the same thing as SNEAKO here and be like, oh yeah, well, you know, but I would feel horrible. I would feel bad doing that. That's pretty irresponsible of me. Because even the people, and there's a lot of guys out there that are like, the leg lengthening surgery is insane. That's crazy. How could somebody ever do that? But I'm like, bro, being 5'7" is insane. Being 5'4" is like, how do you think that feels? You know what I'm saying? To be 5'4". I'm 6'4". So I know I've gotten a lot of opportunities and I've gotten a lot of great things happen to me in my life for being 6'4". I could tell you that now. And if I won in another life, I come back and I'm 5'6". Hey, what do I got to do? What do I got to do? What do I got to do? Oh, we can do a leg lengthening surgery. The recovery is going to be about 6 to 8 months. It's going to cost like $20,000. Okay, bet. That's it? That's all? Is that it? That's all I got. That's all I got to do? Yeah, we just got scheduling that's going to be coming in. We're pretty packed out, so the scheduling is going to be, well, maybe could get you in next year. Next year? Yeah, go ahead, sign me up. 2 years later, I'm 6'4" again, and I'm out here. I'm living life. I'm living my great 6'4" life, getting all the same opportunities I got. Oh yeah, but the normies, I forgot about that. There's going to be normies that are going to be like, I don't agree with that. Normies will get the ick. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't care about them. I don't care what they think. I don't even care what normies are saying. I don't even care. They're like NPCs. Oh, so I'll just be 6'4" then. So I'll just be 6'4". It's like, sorry, guys. Let's get back.
And trying to look the best and trimming your beard and then taking peptides. My prediction, a couple years from now, they're going to release all these studies that these peptides are terrible for you.
Oh, fear mongering from the born model. Fear mongering from the born model. Peptides is going to be terrible for you in a couple years. Why would he think that? The research chemicals made in a lab by people, by the way, who aren't putting it out there. You know, this isn't like the FDC approved. This isn't like approved by people, the people that are actually poisoning us, by the way, every single day, poisoning you as well. I've seen this guy eat fast food. I do peptides. I do steroids. I would never eat fast food. I would never eat that. It's a science experiment. And it's like literally proven trillions of different studies that, yeah, it pretty much deteriorates your health in every single metric. But yeah, these peptides though, these are going to be really bad.
Yeah. So how long have you been on?
I'd say about like the last 10 months. I was fat, ugly, like short, I'd say, which those three things obviously make you an unattractive like male.
Invisible.
Ugly and short. But you see the priority for a lot of these people, because Lookmaxxing is like, do it by any means necessary. Try to mog no matter what the consequences are.
Fat, ugly, and short, by the way, you're invisible to women. You're invisible.
What the downsides are.
So it's easy for him to say.
It promotes infertility. That's proven. A lot of people have said that they've been taking TRT at a young age and they are literally infertile by the time they're like 19.
Yeah, but you can just take, what is that? You can take HCG and you'll be fertile again. So infertility is like such a non-issue. Just take HCG and you can get fertile again, or just get off test and you'll be fertile again. You know, there's just more fear mongering.
This is something that Dan Bilzerian's talked about as well. He's been taking TRT for a long time. He literally recommended on my stream, don't take it because you might become infertile. If you want to have kids, if you want to be a father.
The billionaire famous guy said don't take it after he's been taking it his whole life. Isn't this just rich, guys?
Put one in the chat if you do. You shouldn't take testosterone. You shouldn't. The risk is extremely high. Why would you want to create any sort of risk at having a family?
When I started taking the steroids, all those things like definitely changed. Like I got more jacked and like better looking, honestly, I'd say for sure.
Scroll through fitness videos on any social media or video platform.
Togi.
You'll see extreme transformations, bigger muscles, leaner bodies.
These are steroids.
This is like the strongest one you can basically get or take.
Tren isn't a peptide. I
know is that Tren?
I said a difference. I know Reddit's TrueTide and this stuff. I know it's really popular in New York. Obviously, I know that. I didn't even say that it was the same thing. Oh, retard. Tren's not a peptide. I didn't say it was, stupid. Peptides are really popular in New York right now. And just like vaping,
it's
and
popular
all these
everywhere.
Developments recently, a year
Because
or
they
two
work.
later, they say how harmful it really is. For so long, they thought that vaping was the correct alternative to smoking cigarettes. Turns out it wasn't.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Nobody thought vaping was healthy. Niggas vaped because they're addicts. We did it to get high and buzzed. We did it to get buzzed. Nobody was vaping to like get a better jawline. Nobody was vaping to get healthier lungs or like a better breathing habits. Like that's not why they were vaping. You're comparing like a recreational drug damaging vice to like a solution to a societal problem. He just said he was fat, ugly, and short. So that means he has low testosterone. That means he doesn't even feel like he probably wanted to kill himself. He probably was suicidal. But hey, don't do these peptides that I don't even know if the effects yet or not, but I'm going to guess they're bad. So don't do them. Stay ugly, stay fat, stay short. It's like, and see, I don't even have to be doing this. I don't even have to be arguing this. I'm literally a 6'4" Chad. I don't even have to take this position, but it's just like, it's so disheartening because it's like, you're just saying this because you're not in this struggle. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're privileged enough to not have to work your way through this process, you feel like you can go and kind of like shame and virtue signal the people that are trying to work their way out. And it's just like, I'm not hearing that, bro.
They said vaccine was safe and necessary and could save your dying grandma. Turns out that was false too. And there's 7 different types of cancer linked to mRNA vaccines.
Right. One of the most toxic.
Yeah, one of them.
Vaccines. Wait, hold on. He's comparing vaccines to
Different types of cancer and could save your dying grandma. Turns out that was false too. And there's 7 different types of cancer linked to mRNA vaccines.
Right. One of the most
Yeah, nobody thought vaccines was good. Like, what is he talking about?
toxic.
Yeah, one of the most toxic.
That you are injecting into your body every single day.
Yeah, I mean, they use it on cows.
Tren, short for trenbolone, is a powerful anabolic steroid developed for livestock, not humans.
It's a
And is a
livestock.
classified Schedule III drug, making the possession or distribution without a prescription illegal.
Bro, people in the chat are like, peptides are fine. Bro, a year ago, people weren't even defending it that hard. I'm seeing that people are out of nowhere. They're like, yeah, you're a bot. How do you know that? These are brand new. This has not been severely tested. Stop crying. Are you guys, bro, how many people on peptides are in the chat?
We're all on peptides, buddy. They work.
There's so, holy crap. That
Yeah.
was quick.
Yeah.
To do this.
Nigga, read the chat. This, bro, he doesn't even read his chat. Everything he says, his chat is like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I watched like a few YouTube videos, honestly.
Read the
What do you
chat,
guys think
nigga.
about the fact that you're on steroids.
My dad isn't too supportive of it. And he was very like, what are you doing to yourself? Like, you're gonna hurt yourself. He's just like worried for me. I explained to him everything, told him like, hey, like I'm doing this regardless, basically.
Typical boomer fear mongering. I mean, hey, you can't blame them.
Even if you tell me not to do it, I'm still gonna do it. So if
Hey,
I'm gonna do
W.
it, I'm gonna do it like in the safest way possible. I just want you.
This is somebody that's going to be successful. I mean, he already is successful. That should go to show. He's on the news. He got clout on tour. He got clout on social media. He's known. You know, he's probably making money now. He probably has a whole bunch of peptide affiliates and brand deals. And he's jacked now. And he's handsome. And he's taller. And he's fit. He got a jawline and chin. Like, do you think this guy is mad? Do you think this guy is like disappointed or regretful from going first? Only years ago, this guy was a short, fat, ugly chud. A short, fat, ugly, broke, irrelevant, invisible chud. Now, only 2 years later, he's a tall, handsome, chiseled jawline Chad with high testosterone and rich and famous. And we're here talking about the dangers of steroid use.
And know that. I mean, like, I look healthy.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm crazy, but
I am healthy. I can show my blood work.
Lila told CBS News he blocked his parents from his social media. They learned of the steroid use after a family member saw a video and informed them. Lila's father declined an on-camera interview, but told us he's deeply concerned about his son and overwhelmed by the misinformation Zaid uses to justify his steroid use.
Are you not worried that you could do real harm to your body?
I'd say I do care, and I know what can come with it. I'm just gonna do it the safest way possible.
Bro, this is on TikTok. There used to be shame for this type of stuff. He's biting the Tren syringe, and he has one like it's a cigarette.
If I have a heart attack at 30,
Shame,
I have a
he
heart
said.
attack.
Dr. Jason
If I have a heart attack at 30, I have a heart attack. So they're willing to trade their life to Lookmaxxing, because they don't want to be fat and ugly. And what's the purpose? Yes, it's important to look the best you can. It's going to create new opportunities.
he was just trying to be too dramatic. I mean, nobody's having a heart attack, bro. Unless you're doing like a crazy amount, like a gram of test or like 30, 40, milligrams of HGH, like something crazy. Is HGH in milligrams? I forgot what it's called, but 40 of them things. Then maybe, yeah. Or Tren, if you're doing Tren is actually Trend is actually pretty harsh. I wouldn't do. I'm not gonna lie. I might do trend, but trend is more of just like a hey, we're going to Miami for the week or something. Let's like. Trend is like Coke. Trend is like this Coke version of a steroid. It's like if test is alcohol, trend is Coke. You know, you do trend, it's crazy, it's great, it's a surge, but you can't just keep doing trend, obviously, or else you're gonna wreck yourself. You know? It's sort of like that. But trend has its purpose though. Like I said, you know, you're gonna wanna it's like trend is like turning into trend is like when a werewolf is just like oh and just like you know he gets that. That's what trend is when you're morphing. So I mean, hey, there's nothing immoral about morphing as long as you're safe.
Opportunities for you, but ultimately, guys like this are doing it to try to get girls, and not even to try to find a wife, to try to have casual sex.
That's not true.
The goal for so many.
Is a professor of pediatrics at the University of California, San Francisco, specializing in male teenage health.
Anabolics, that's not a trend syringe, that's a peptide syringe. Why do you know that? Why do you know that?
It's the same thing, bro.
Steroids in general can have really significant consequences to your heart, liver, and kidneys.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's so powerful.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Kidney.
Yeah, well, let's listen to this guy. This is who we want to look like. So looking like a Chad ascending to a Chad, so transforming into a Chad can have a lot of side effects on your liver, on your kidney. Oh, so in what is the alternative? Looking like you? Yeah, okay. Well, and how much of it is a liver replacement? You said the alternative is looking like you, right? Okay, so how much is a liver replacement? These are the questions I'm asking.
And trenbolone, because it's so
sorry,
powerful,
buddy, I take life
more,
serious.
Significant side
I'm here to
effects.
win.
There is no human safe indication for this animal drug. There are many young people now who
I'm here to win,
participating in any type of sports who are using these drugs only for the purposes of looking better.
So this
Someone in the chat said, because I'm on roids. Are you proud of that? Like, why are you? How old are you?
Sheesh.
Lutheran Moggs. So 2 weeks ago, last time I chatted, saying Lutheran Moggs, you could take HCG peptides or a cope, just hop on 500 tests. How old are you, bro? Why are you doing that? Why would you ruin your hormones this early in life? And you keep laughing and saying the
it
vaccine
doesn't
is
ruin
linked to
your
7
hormones.
different types of cancer. I'll show
this
you.
migrated from the realm of athletics into aesthetics.
Yep, I think it's relatively less recognized that actually with more social media, there have been really extreme pressures
Yeah.
for boys to build muscle.
Your social media feed at this point.
Obviously, gym influencers, the top ones right now.
Do you think you would have gotten on steroids without social media?
No.
Well, we wouldn't have known.
Seeing like people do it is like what makes you want to do it.
Yeah, we wouldn't have known.
It's not hard to get.
No, it's not at all.
Look at that. I mean, recently, I remember
They were
covering this on stream
gatekeeping.
last month, examining potential cancer risks after mRNA vaccination. And the news report was showing that the probability.
Yeah, so you guys know where I stand on this. I mean, that's kind of how I expected SNEAKO to. That's kind of how I expected him to react. But like I said, I mean, he could never actually explain why peptides are bad. He just said there's a chance that maybe down the line we're going to find some bad statistics about them. You could just say that with anything. That's not an argument. You know what I'm saying? But there are guys that are literally ascending into like model status when they use them. And why should I not do that? You know, like, why should I not do that? I need that answer. I need that answer, buddy. I need to know why I should not immediately transform into a model. I need to know that, because maybe we'll find stats later on that's not doing it for me. That's just not going to do it for me. I'm going to need to see something more than that. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I'll probably make some more videos about information about peptides and, you know, what to do, what's worth it, what's not worth it, things like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As you guys can see, it's a great, the content is out. It's in abundance, man. We have content in abundance. It's because we're so multifaceted. We're so versatile. We talk about politics, religion, you know, feminism, real masculinity, you know, the manosphere, red pill, black pill, you know, Lookmaxxing, and motivation. Because my bottom line is just helping men fix, so we can fix the society, which would in turn help women as well. Because women all want strong leaders, you know, and there's just so many betas out here. There's so many simps out here putting bad information out, giving disinformation, scaring people away, scaring the real niggas like me. They're not scaring me, but, you know, scaring the potential real niggas that's maybe on the fence of becoming real niggas. And they're kind of getting drawn in to be a simp. They're kind of getting drawn in to be a blue pill beta male. You know, they're scaring them to take that, you know, leap to that end, and to which they might not recover, to which of they might not return. And it's gives me the fuel to never stop this adventure, to never stop this mission. God gives me the strength to wake up every day, to figure out different avenues, to figure out different, you know, ways to help. God gives me the strength because God wants you to be strong. God wants you to be a leader. God wants you to be masculine. God wants you to have courage, bravery, things like that. God doesn't want you to be out here short, fat, and ugly and think like that's a holy thing to do. For who? For why? For what? So you could be irrelevant and live in obscurity so nobody can listen to anything you say. You're going to post a Bible verse to 2 followers on Instagram because you're short, fat, and ugly, because you don't take care of yourself, because you're not doing the research, you're not putting the work in. Well, then it's dead. Then remember, faith without works is dead. So all that would be dead. They're trying to lie to you and say that Christianity is like being a irrelevant broke loser. Like that's the basis of Christianity. No. So I hope you guys like the video. Comment what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back.